What is up, everybody? So I just did a video on the House of Hammer documentary, which is about Armie Hammer and the alleged sexual allegations and abuse allegations against him. Now, but it doesn't come without its own flaws. And honestly, I'm surprised in this day and age that there are easily detectable errors in that documentary. Now, the alleged things that happened to those women is absolutely horrendous and horrific, and my heart goes out to them. This is not meant to disparage anything that happened to those poor women. I always like to give both sides of the situation, and I'm sure they're going to come out and address these couple of what seems to be mistakes in the documentary. I'm extremely interested to see what Discovery Plus says, what Courtney says, and whoever else it actually involves. I'm extremely interested to see how they explain this error. And the thing that surprises me is that in this day and age, with social media and the internet and how powerful it is, that they think that they can't do the proper amount of research and put the right information out there and don't think it's going to be detected within seconds. Now, the documentary debuted yesterday, and there's already two pieces that there might be more. I have already found two pieces of information that on the internet I found absolutely nothing. I scrolled through the hashtag Armie Hammer, and there's a lot of people reposting these same two errors that popped up in the documentary, and I'm going to go over both of them. I'm going to throw them up on the screen here for you. Now, there's a Instagram handle, and I will link whoever I talk about, I will link their social media in the description below, so you can go have a view for this information for yourself. Now, some of this is in Instagram stories. I went and verified that it was there myself. Now, the first one is from Instagram user DEUXMOI. That's who Courtney contacted with information about Armie Hammer. Now, they said, PSA, someone sent me the following clip that mentions my account. The recountings of this clip is not accurate. I did not ask Courtney to verify information being posted about Armie, nor did I ever repost any screenshots from Effie that were sexually violent. Courtney contacted me. Even though this is a minor detail, it probably would have benefited the people who made the documentary to do some due diligence on things that they were reporting, because what she says are flat-out lies. And then she posts a screenshot as well. That's the original screenshot that Courtney sent. All the stuff about Armie is 100% true. He's about to be fully exposed. You can effing quote me on that. And then that Instagram states you want me to post you. Courtney says, I don't care anymore. And then, okay, babe. And then she says, this is the actual DM she sent me. So, again, that's one of the controversial things. And why wouldn't they, did they believe that the truth about this particular station wasn't going to come out? I mean, that is extremely easily detectable. Now, this next one, it's about the bite mark picture that they used in the documentary. In the documentary, they show a picture of a bite mark and label it as Courtney's shoulder. This bite mark is alleged to not actually be Courtney's shoulder. This is a pretty big one, in my opinion. Why they would just pull a picture from the internet. You can easily trace back pictures on the internet in this day and age. So it's extremely weird that they did this and didn't think somebody would figure this one out rather quickly. It's from Jen Stin, S-T-I-N, on Pinterest. It says, I like this. A bite mark with an actual person's teeth as the imprints. A lot of other pieces that have to deal with bite marks are highly cartoonish, involving dramatic displays of the teeth themselves using characteristics, purples, blues, and browns. But I go for a more idealistic, fundamental approach. I wanted the imprints of the teeth. It was the artist's idea to add the shading, but the artists have a way of making a tattoo more realistic and authentic. So, it's a tattoo, allegedly, that somebody has on their shoulder that whoever made the documentary pulled from Pinterest, put in the documentary, and labeled it as Courtney's shoulder. Now, that's truly bizarre. I don't get that one. And like I said, this isn't me disparaging what the women said and what happened to them in this documentary. It is absolutely absurd and horrific. This is an error on the documentary filmmaker's part. I truly don't understand how they thought that this wasn't going to be found, and I do want to see how they explain it. It's going to be very interesting to see if Courtney comes out and says something, or if Discovery Plus themselves come out and say something. It will be very interesting. So those are the two big errors that have been popping up in the that people have been talking about that are in the documentary. Let me know what you think. Go watch the documentary. It's on Discovery Plus. It's called House of Hammer. It not just talks about Armie Hammer, it talks about his family and the things that they did. His aunt Casey Hammer is in the documentary as well, and she talks about her involvement with the family. She actually wrote a book about it as well. I have not read it, but I definitely plan to. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you again soon.